Magandang araw o gabi sa inyong lahat. Saan man kayo naroroon? Dito sa video na ito, ang magiting nating presidente ay nagyabang na naman. Tungkol sa climate conference dito, disaster conference doon. Ang daming na-host na conference pero puro laway lang po. Kahit 1,000 conference sa climate change ang ginawa nitong bangag na ito. Baha pa rin sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Pilipinas pag may darating na bagyo o malakas na ulan. Mga kababayan, puro lahway lang itong magiting nating presidente. Sawang-sawa na ako sa mga pahayag nitong bangag na ito. Pumunta pa siya sa United Nations sa New York para mangbudol. Hindi na siya nakontento budulin tayong mga Pilipino, kaya gusto pa niyan budulin ang buong mundo.
Excellencies, war is not the only threat to humanity. Climate change poses the greatest existential test for all our civilizations. For the Philippines, the climate crisis is not a future risk. It is for us a present reality. It reshapes our coastlines, our communities, and even the Filipino psyche. Each typhoon, flood, and period of extreme drought leaves its mark, not only in physical damage, but trauma in the minds of our children. A 2022 survey showed that young people from the Philippines reported the highest vulnerability to climate anxiety. And so we have acted with purpose and urgency, making climate resilience a core component of our national strategy. In 2025, we allocated 18% of our national budget to climate-related expenditures. We established the climate change expenditure tagging system, which allows us to track and to align budget priorities with the National Climate Change Action Plan. To address loss and damage associated with the adverse impacts of climate change, the Philippines was selected to host the board of the Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage. And as host country of the board, we commit to ensure the fund's governance maintains equitable, transparent, and needs-based allocation of resources. The Philippines joined the movement to have the International Court of Justice issue an advisory opinion on the obligation of states in respect to climate change. And we were gratified by the ICJ confirmation that states have a legal obligation under international law to prevent climate harm. Standing by the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities, we reiterated our call on developed and industrialized countries to fulfill their obligations to cut greenhouse gas and provide new additional financing for climate adaptation and loss and damage. To galvanize support for the climate and environmental challenges faced by countries in Asia-Pacific, the Philippines organized the 2024 Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction. The Philippines also hosted the first international conference on nuclear technology for controlling plastic pollution last year.
Mga kababayan, alam natin na walang nagawa ang ating napakagaling na presidente sa matinding baha sa Pilipinas. Bilyong-bilyong piso na halos abot sa trilyon na ay wala pong resulta. Kung pakikinggan ninyo mabuti sa mga pahayag ni Bobong Marcos, ni isang buhay ng tao na nasawi sa baha ay hindi niya binanggit. Puro climate anxiety ang pinagsasabi na hindi ko maintindihan ano ibig sabihin niyang anxiety. Hindi anxiety ang problema, yung leptospirosis ang problema, Bobo. Patunay na inutel ang presidenteng ito. Ang kapal ng pagmumuka nito, hihinin pa niya ang isang pwesto sa United Nations Security Council. Ang kapal talaga. Ang lakas ng loob pa ipahayag sa buong mundo ang pag-allocate ng napakalaking budget sa climate change. Iniba niya yung pangalan para hindi mahalata ang flood control scam. Ngunit alam natin, yan ang bagong pangalan sa flood control budget, ang climate change budget. Alam natin na sabog na ang flood control budget scam na napunta lang sa maleta imbis na punta sa flood control. Ang kapal tagala ng mukha mo, bangag ka. Siguro sawa na rin si bangag kakabudol sa ating mga Pilipino. Kaya naisipan na budulin ang ibang bansa. Nananawagan ako sa iba't ibang bansa. I am calling out to the people of other nation to please save your hard-earned taxes and not let it flush to this guy. Because he have a history of massive corruption from his father to his son. Please save your hard-earned taxes and spend it to your families. Call out to your leaders that you don't approve to this corrupt leader.